Okay, I'm just reading the problem. Messrs AB and Associates, the partnership firm comprising of partner A and B, undertook a contract to build a bridge for rupees 20 lakhs. So this is contract price, and commenced the work on 1st October 2003. This is commencement date. They have provided the commencement date 1st October 2003. Following is the trial balance of the firm on 31st 9 2004. ओके 31st 9 2004. तो उन्होंने एक्चुअली ट्रायल बैलेंस हमें इस डेट को दिया हुआ है. सो दिस इज एक्चुअली अकाउंट ईयर एंडिंग डेट. ओके, अकाउंटिंग ईयर एंडिंग डेट. Okay, so accounts will close on 30th September 2004. Okay, okay, and they have provided the trial balance, and most of the expenses are assets and liability, and some of the expenses or income they have provided. Okay, next, additional information. Material worth rupees 4 lakh were sent to the site. Okay, so we will charge this to the contract account. Okay, even though they have provided these expenses in the trial balance, but we need to confirm that how many of it is related to the contract account. Okay, if it is related to the contract account, then only we will transfer to the contract account. Otherwise we will transfer it to the general PNL account or the PNL account of the company. Okay, not to the contract account. Okay, and those expenses or income you will transfer to the contract account. That expenses you will not again transfer to the PNL account. Okay, these subcontract charges are related to contract account. You will transfer it to the contract account only, and not to the normal PNL account, because you have already transferred to the contract account. That contract account profit you will transfer to the PNL account. Okay, so that all the expenses and income you will consider in. Nine. Okay, so we will transfer 4 lakh rupees to the contract account debit side. Next, outstanding subcontracting charges 20,000 at the year end. Okay, so subcontracting charges are also related to the actually contract account, and they have mentioned in the trial balance 80,000 rupees as a subcontracting charges, but in the adjustment they have provided that there are 20,000 rupees outstanding subcontracting charges. So we will add it to the subcontracting charges 20,000 rupees, and second effect you will give it to the liability side, outstanding subcontracting charges. Okay, next, allocate 50% of office overhead and 100% of wages to the contract account. Okay, okay, they have mentioned that 50% of office overhead we need to charge to the contract account. So office overhead 50,000 rupees, we will transfer 25,000 to the contract account, and 100% of wages to the contract account. Wages rupees 1,40,000 we will directly transfer it to the contract account. Okay, plant and machinery were used for the whole year on contract and provide depreciation at 10% per annum. Okay, plant and machinery. Okay, so plant and machinery we have used in the contract account for the plant and machinery costing rupees 2,50,000 rupees. They have mentioned that we need to charge 10% depreciation on it. So the depreciation will be for rupees depreciation of rupees 25,000 rupees we will charge to the contract account debit side. Okay, because we have used that plant and machinery to the contract for the whole year. Okay, next, partner A was entitled to salary of rupees 20,000 for site supervision for the year, provided the same in the account. Okay, so we have not charged the in the accounts we have not provided the salary of the partner. So we will mention it to the debit side of contract account, rupees 20,000 for the year. Okay, 20,000 salary to the partner A, and again we will mention it to the liability side, that outstanding salary to the partner A. Okay, outstanding salary of A, 20,000 rupees. Okay, next, adjustment, contractee pays 75% of the work certified. Okay, they have mentioned here advance from the contractee. Okay, they have mentioned here 6 lakh rupees. So this is cash received from the contractor rupees 6 lakh rupees. Okay, 6 lakh rupees cash received from the contractee. From that information we can calculate the work certified. Okay, because contractee pays 75% of work certified, so this amount is 75% of work certified, so I think work certified will be 8 lakh rupees. Okay, 6 lakh divided by 75%. Okay, that will be the work certified amount. Okay, amount rupees, I think 8 lakh rupees there. That amount would be rupees 8 lakh rupees. Okay, next, partner A and B share profit and losses in the ratio of 4 is to 6 is to 4 respectively. Okay, we will also prepare the profit and loss account. Okay, in that profit and loss account we will distribute that profit in partner A and B in the ratio of 6 is to 4. At the end of the year, work uncertified valued rupees 10,000. Okay, that we will mention to the credit side of contract account, and material at side rupees 20,000, it is also we will mention to the contract account credit side, and both these we will mention to the extract of balance sheet or the balance sheet, not the extract of balance sheet, because all the information they have provided for the preparation of balance sheet. So we will prepare the final balance sheet. Okay, in that we will mention that uncertified work rupees 10,000, material at side rupees 20,000. Okay, prepare the contract account, profit and loss account for the year ended 31st September 2004. Okay, and the balance sheet as on that date. Okay, balance sheet as on that date. Okay, so we will start with October 2006. Contract price rupees 20 lakhs. Okay, contract account for the year ended 30th September 2004. 30th September 2004. Okay, name of the contractor Messrs AB Associates, in the books of Messrs AB Associates. Okay, okay, start with the actually this is debit balance and this is credit balance. First, material. Okay, 4 lakh rupees to material 4 lakh rupees. Okay, next we have already entered this actually material 4 lakh rupees. We will consider this actually plant and machinery material purchase 4 lakh 20. Okay, out of the 4 lakh 20 we have transfer only 4 lakh to the contract account. Okay, so we have mentioned here 4 lakh rupees only material, only rupees 4 lakh. Okay, and that 20,000 material we will transfer to the normal PNL account. Okay, remaining 20,000 we will transfer to the normal PNL account. Out of the 4 lakh 20 we will transfer only 4 lakh to the contract account, and remaining 20,000 we will transfer to the normal PNL account. Okay, next, wages. Okay, wages 1 lakh 40,000, because they have mentioned that 100% of wages transfer to the contract account. Okay, so two wages 1 lakh. Okay, two wages 1 lakh 40,000 full amount, 100% amount. Okay, next, 50% of office overhead. 50% of office overhead, therefore two office overhead, two office overhead 25,000, two office overhead 25,000. So remaining 25,000 we will transfer to the PNL account. Next, subcontracting charges. It is rupees 80,000. Okay, subcontracting charges 80,000. To subcontracting charges, we will mention in the inner column 80,000 rupees. Add outstanding. Add outstanding 20,000. In outer column rupees 1 lakh. Okay, outer column rupees 1 lakh. Okay. Subcontracting charges. Okay, just remember that we will have to make the provision at the liability side of rupees 20,000 for outstanding subcontracting charges. Next, plant and machinery. Whole the plant and machinery is used at the contract side, so we will charge the depreciation at 10% per annum, and we have used the plant and machinery for the whole year, so we will charge the depreciation rupees 25,000 to depreciation. To depreciation on plant and machinery. Depreciation on plant and machinery 25,000. Okay, depreciation on plant and machinery 25,000. Next, partner A was entitled to salary of rupees 20,000 for the site supervision of the for the year. Okay, तो salary to the partner, to salary to partner A कितना दिया हुआ है 20,000 rupees. Okay, that we will charge it 20,000 rupees. Okay, and we will have to make the provision for it also. Okay, next, contract pays 75% of work certified. Okay, so at the credit side, by WIP, WIP, work certified, work uncertified. Work certified. Okay, we need to calculate it, work certified, by using the formula. Okay, work certified. Calculation of work certified. Okay, calculation of work certified. What is the formula for calculation of work certified? Work certified is equal to cash received divided by cash received as percentage of work certified. Okay, so cash received, they have given cash received advance to contractor rupees 6 lakh. Okay, 6 lakh divided by percentage, they have provided here 75%, 75 into 100. Okay, so work certified will be 8 lakh. Okay, work certified 8 lakh rupees. Okay, work certified 8 lakh. Okay, work uncertified 10,000 rupees. Work uncertified 10,000, and material at site rupees 20,000. Material at site rupees 20,000. Okay, okay, I think these expenses are related to the general P&L, actually not related to the contract account. So we will not mention it to the contract account, we will transfer it to the general P&L account. Remaining expenditure means actually material of rupees 20,000, next interest of rupees 10,000, office overhead of rupees 25,000, we will transfer to the general P&L account. Okay, and okay, they have also mentioned the outstanding wages of rupees 10,000. Okay, it will, we will transfer to the uh, liability side. Okay, bank overdraft, creditors, loans, advance form contractee. Okay, these are other other assets and liabilities. Okay, so I think it is okay. So we will close the contract account and we will find out the notional profit. Okay, here sum. Okay, 8,30,000. We will calculate the sum here actually. The debit side 7,10,000 rupees. So we will calculate here notional profit 8,30,000 minus 7,10,000. It is 1,20,000 to notional profit. Okay, notional profit, and that notional profit we will distribute between P&L account, P&L account, and reserve. Okay, reserve account. Okay, reserve. Okay, for distribution we will first calculate the percentage of work certified. Percentage of work certified. The formula for it: work certified. Uh, Work certified divided by contract price into 100. Okay, this is formula for calculation of percentage of work certified. Work certified rupees 8 lakh divided by contract price. I think contract price is rupees 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs. Okay, divided by 20 lakhs into 100. So it is 40%. Okay, percentage of work certified is 40%. Okay, so we will transfer it 1/3 portion to the P&L account and remaining we will transfer to the reserve. Okay, so next we will mention here profit transfer to P&L account. Okay, profit transfer to P&L account. Profit transfer to P&L account. Huh. 1/3 into notional profit into cash received divided by work certified. Okay, notional profit 1,20,000. 1,20,000 into cash received. Cash received rupees 6 lakh. I think cash received is rupees 6 lakh. Divided by work certified 8 lakh. Okay, so we will 1/3. Okay, so we will use the formula 1 divided by 3 into divided by. Okay, so amount will be 30,000. So 30,000 we will transfer to P&L account. Okay, 30,000 we will transfer to the P&L account. Okay, 30,000 we will transfer to the P&L account. Remaining we will transfer to the reserve. That is rupees 90,000. Okay, so we have calculated actually we have completed this contract account. Okay, now we will prepare the profit and loss account. Okay, profit and loss account for the year ended 31st September 2004. Okay, now this profit we will transfer to the contract account, sorry, P&L account, credit side by contract account. Okay, 30,000. And that reserve also we will transfer to the balance sheet actually, under the WIP. Okay, now remaining expenses or income we will transfer here. That is material purchase of rupees 20,000 we will transfer here actually. It is actually combine of trading and PNL account, to material. Okay, 20,000, because already we have charged 4 lakh rupees to the contract account. We have charged whole the wages here to the contract account, so we will not transfer any wages to the normal PNL account. That 80,000 also we have charged to the contract account. Next, interest rupees 10,000. Okay, and it has a debit balance, that means it is expenses to interest. Interest 10,000. Next, office overhead. Okay, 50% of office overhead we have charged to the contract account. Remaining 50% we will charge here, that is 25,000. Okay, now look here for the advance from the contractee bank order. It will be we will transfer it to the liability side. Outstanding wages also liability side, creditors liability side, loan liability side. Okay, okay. Next, I think that's it actually. We will find out the net profit or net loss here, and that we will transfer to the final balance sheet. Okay, so first close the PNL account. You will find the loss here, some 55,000 rupees. Okay, we will also mention 55,000 rupees here, and balancing amount is rupees, I think 25,000 rupees. Okay, that we will distribute between A and B. Okay, to net loss. Okay, A and B. Okay, the profit sharing ratio is 6 is to 4, I think. Na profit sharing ratio is 6 is to 4. So we will distribute this 25,000 between A and B 6 is to 3 ratio. Divide by 10 into 6. Okay, 15,000, and for B 25,000 divided by 10 into 4. Okay, so it is rupees actually 15,000 and 10,000. Okay, now liability side, capital account. Okay, A and B. A less loss. Loss, I think A's loss is rupees 10,000. Sorry, 15,000. And capital amount is rupees, for A 1,20,000. Capital amount 1,20,000. And A also have the salary. We have not mentioned there, na? That's why we need to add it here, rupees 20,000, because we have not prepared the capital account. That's why we are charging here. Otherwise, we will transfer it to the capital account, credit side. This amount to the credit side, this amount to the debit side, and it is the credit side opening balance. Okay. Then we will find out. We will get the final balance of A's capital 1,20,000 minus 15,000 plus 20,000. Okay, it is rupees 1,25,000. And next, capital of B Okay, Beach Capital. Beach Capital rupees, I think original balance is rupees 80,000. I think there is a loss of rupees, I think 10,000. Okay, so outer column amount will be 70,000. Okay. Okay. Next remaining balance we will transfer from here actually. Bank code of rupees 1,40,000. As it is, we will transfer to the liability side. Bank code of rupees 1,40,000. Okay. Next, outstanding wages rupees 10,000. As it is, we will transfer to the liability side 10,000. Okay. Next, creditors rupees 1,50,000. Creditors rupees 1,50,000. And finally, loans rupees 1,50,000. Loans rupees 1,50,000. Creditors and loan 1,50,000. Okay. At the asset side, plant and machinery. We have already actually transferred it to the contract account, but only depreciation is transferred there. Okay. So we will mention here plant and machinery. Full amount is rupees 2,50,000. Okay. Full amount is 2,50,000. Less depreciation. Less depreciation. I think we have charged the depreciation of rupees depreciation rupees 25,000. Okay, 25,000. So outer column amount will be 2,25,000. Okay, 2,25,000. Next asset is office building. Okay, they have not given any information related to depreciation, so we will transfer it directly to the outer column 3 lakh rupees. Okay, next they have provided material purchase. Okay, we have already transferred it to the uh, contract account and P&L account, wages also, subcontracting charges, interest. Okay, all the expenses we have transferred there already. Okay, so we will mention here now WIP. WIP. Okay, WIP, you know that actually for WIP you will use the format that work uncertified, work certified. Okay, this all the three things we will mention here. Work certified. Okay, I will copy paste it here directly. Work certified 8 lakh rupees, work uncertified 10,000 rupees, and material at site rupees 20,000. We can mention material at site directly separately as well. We can mention here material at site 20,000 rupees. Okay, total of it rupees 8 lakh 10,000. Okay, we less it from less reserve. Actually, we will mention it to the debits in our column. Less reserve. Reserve 90,000 rupees. Okay, we will get remaining amount 8 lakh 10 minus 90,000. Again less cash received. Cash received 6 lakh rupees. Okay, then we will get final balance 7 lakh 20,000 minus 6 lakh rupees. Okay, 1 lakh 20,000 rupees. Okay, okay, okay. we have not transferred the outstanding subcontracting charges. Outstanding subcontracting charges. Okay, I think rupees 20,000 rupees. Okay. Okay, this is actually final balance. Okay, do you have any query you can ask actually? ओके, प्रॉब्लेम ॲक्च्युली सॉल्व करणं जास्त काही डिफिकल्ट नाही आहे. म्हणजे ॲक्च्युली याच्यामध्ये थोडंसं कन्फ्युजिंग आहे की कुठली अमाऊंट आपल्याला पी एन एलला घ्यायची आहे, कुठली अमाऊंट आपल्याला बॅलन्स शीटला घ्यायची आहे, कुठली अमाऊंट आपल्याला कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट अकाउंटला ट्रान्सफर करायचे आणि रिमेनिंग अमाऊंट आपल्याला इथे पी एन एलला ट्रान्सफर करावं लागतं. तर ते थोडंसं ॲक्च्युली बघणं गरजेचं आहे. ओके, त्याच्यामध्ये काय मिस्टेक होता कामा नाही, ते फक्त कन्फर्म करा. कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट अकाउंटचा जो बॅलन्स आहे तो आपल्याला पी एन एलचा बॅलन्स आपल्याला इथे ट्रान्सफर करायचा आहे नेट पी एन एलला. ओके, आणि रिझर्वचा बॅलन्स आहे तो आपल्याला इथे आपल्याला ट्रान्सफर करायचा आहे. रिझर्व इथे ट्रान्सफर करायचं आहे. ओके, हा आपला एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट ऑफ बॅलन्स शीट तुम्हाला ऑलरेडी माहिती आहे. तर एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट ऑफ बॅलन्स शीटमध्ये ज्या गोष्टी आपण प्रिपेअर करतो त्या सर्व गोष्टी आपण मेन्शन केल्या असत्या. ओके, ते ॲज इट इज आहेत ॲक्च्युअली, त्याच्यामध्ये काही चेंजेस नव्हते. जसे बॅलन्स शीटची इन्फॉर्मेशन दिली ती आपण इथे ट्रान्सफर केलेली आहे. ओके, आपण पूर्वीसुद्धा आपण प्रिपेअर करत होतो. ओके, कोणाला काय प्रॉब्लेम असेल, क्वेरी असेल ते विचारू शकता तुम्ही. ओके.